Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday, so we got to do a interactive card, and I'm gonna use this the large die of the month. That is Lock and Key Mailbox from April 2025. That is this month, so it's still valid. Yay! And they actually open at the moment, so we'll list everything below if you wanna purchase. This one create a very cute old-fashioned mailbox, and I'm gonna use some old items that I've got. This one it's got a birthday sentiment I want to use, and it's called Nature Dance from January 2025 was the stamp set of the month, and I'm gonna use this posted edge that I don't think is available anymore, but I'm gonna list something very similar. So let's get started. So first thing, I'm gonna do some stenciling. So it's been a while. I'm gonna use this first of all my mat, my sticky mat, the waffle flower. I'm just gonna put my 7x5 panel in the middle, and then I'm gonna use the huge stencil that I've got in my stash, and that I want to create a fake wall. So I'm just gonna, because it's so big, it's over the 7x5. I will trim my my card. Actually, the actual size of the cards will be 6x5. That is a bit hot, but yeah, it's fine. And I'm using wild honey. I'm gonna use I wanted to have just a very light on top, but I didn't really like the result, so I just went over again in certain part with the wild honey, and then I'm adding a little bit of vintage photo as well, here and there. And that's it. Okay, you don't see much because it's the lighting is it's very bright, but the result is actually quite nice, and that's what I wanted. And here is our beautiful mailbox. I die cut from the center, use the element to die cut a window, and now I'm just create a little hinge so the window can open, because I wanted that to be my interactive element. I'm just gonna stamp in the center my birthday sentiment, and I'm gonna use my Tonic Studio, Tmall Studio, the stamp positioner, just to make sure I stamp correctly, because there's a watercolor cardstock, so it's quite hard to stamp nicely. So I'm probably gonna have to stamp a couple of times. So just pick it up from with the sorry, I'm prepping it at the moment with a special eraser things I've got, a rubber eraser. And now I'm just gonna use, if I'm not wrong, VersaFine oxide black. I think it's oxide. I'm not remember. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a very, very dark black, and it came out already nice for the first time, so I'm happy with that. But I'm just gonna go again just to make sure I've got a nice impression, and yeah, I like it. So now I'm gonna cover the horrible tape over there that create the hinge with some cute washi tape, just so when you open the windows you see something nice and not that horrible yellow tape things that I used. There you go, just cutting off the excess with my scalpel, and that's it. Now I wanted to be I wanted to use some magnet so the door stay closed when doesn't need to be open. So I'm just gonna glue the first one in the center where I want it, and then I'll pick it up, the second one, and to make sure I glue it in the right place, the second one, I'm just gonna make a little circle all around it with the pencil, and now I can remove it, put some glue, and put it back. So now it's on the correct the correct place. So while that one dry, the glue attach properly the magnet, I'm gonna decorate my mailbox that I want to be red. So I'm attaching a layer of red. Again, of course I cut exactly the same windows in the same place. There you go. And for my drawer or door, whatever it's called, I'm gonna use some foam square. So they're thin foam square, so they're more or less the same size of my magnet. So it will close nicely without being, otherwise you will see too much the bulk of the magnet. I didn't want that. So I'm using Spellbinders small foam tape, the thin one. I don't remember how many, 0 point something millimeters. I don't remember. Probably 0.8, but I could be wrong. There you go. I'm gonna touch that. Sorry about the noise. It's my boys. It's my little boy. It's my oldest birthday today. The birthday of my oldest son is 14, and we're just waiting for the dad to come back home from work so we can do some celebration. Now I remove the old things because I want to touch this part as well, just to give a little bit more 3D effect. So I'm just gonna glue at the back the little flaps, and then on the front I'm gonna use some foam strip. Yes, that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna grab in a second. Maybe I should cut this part. No, it's fine. I didn't take that long. So this video is about 16 minutes, so it's not too bad, hopefully. I'm trying to do shorter videos, I don't know if you noticed, because apparently longer video are not being watched that much. So I know that many of you likes the longest video, but I think the majority apparently doesn't. I don't know. You let me know. I do. I don't want to do short videos, but because I don't want to go speed up too much, but sometimes you have to speed up a little bit. I want to attempt the live. I still didn't manage to connect properly my camera with my PC. I think my laptop is giving me some issues. It's got some protection. It doesn't let me use my camera, so I'm still working on it, but I will, and maybe we'll do a live together. I don't know. I think it would be fun. I would like to try anyway, even if probably the first is gonna be just me by myself. Look how cute is this envelope. Sorry, while I'm bubbly around, there is a card to make. So now what I'm doing here, I'm layering my silver key. The silver cardstock is quite thin, with the very thick cardstock, just to make it more sturdy. I die cut a little heart that I wanted to use, but then in the end I didn't, so it's gonna stay there. Try to find a position for my little envelopes, and I think I'm gonna have one bit lower and one be up, something like that. But meanwhile, let's sort the letters, the message on the, I mean, it's not really a message, it's like a, I don't know, a decoration from to finish up the mailbox. So there is two options. You can have letters, so you can have hello. So I was a bit tempted to have hello, but in the end I didn't. So I'm layering again silver letters with the white just for dimension. And then I'm gonna layer it again on top of my red background. So I'm using press and seal to help me out. So I've got now 2 layers of letters, one silver, one white, and now I'm just gonna pick up the red so I can put something at the back so the letters don't fly away. So I'm gonna put a thin washi tape strip, and now I'm just gonna glue on top my layer of letters, remove the excess, and it's very easy with the press and seal. Now I'm gonna detach my press and seal, and that's it, job done. I think it came out quite good and quite quick. So remove again the excess of the glue and just attach on top of my letterbox. Now I'm gluing my envelope from the back and from the front as well. And everything is glued. I'm just gonna I keep forgetting that there's a magnet that I keep them attached together. So now I'm just gonna glue I'm sorry, I'm gonna create a little mechanism so I can open the little flap a bit easier, let's say. So I'm attaching my key to some gold twine. I cut it off and then I'm gonna just stick with a bit of tape at the back. Hopefully it's gonna last. Then I'm gonna pass it on the front. And now you should be able to open the flap by pulling the key. So I'm gonna glue everything on the on my layer. Of course, I'm gonna leave the not gonna put glue in the flap, otherwise there's no point. And before I try the mechanism, I'm gonna let it dry. So I'm gonna use some reverse tweezer to help me out to keep it flat and attached together. And then something way heavy. I couldn't find my big photo block, so I'm sorry, my big acrylic block. So I just use my Scout things, and that's it. It seems that it's working. But it just automatically go back attached together, and tack. So it works. I think it's cute, I hope. But I do want to put a little message to say to pull me. So I'm using this little tag from the Large Die of the Month from June 2023, so quite old now. Why, almost 2 years. Wow, I didn't even realize. There was a whale in a bottle. And I couldn't find anywhere I've got a stamp set, that say pull me, push me, all this kind of thing. I just can't find it. I used it last time, I misplaced it. So I guess I have to handwrite my pull me message. I think it came out okay. And I just attach it very simply to my key, just cutting off the excess of I could have made a bow, but I didn't. I don't know why. It would be nice probably with a bow, but yeah, I think it works. Now I'm gonna prepare my card base. So I've got used the posted edge in red, then my background I stenciled, and now I'm just gonna put some foam at the back of the letterbox, and that's it. Ta-da! I mean, the end is quite simple. It's not too difficult, and it was fun to make. So I'm gonna list everything below. So everything I use. Some of them they're not available, but I will put some replacement. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely rest of the day and see you next time. Bye!